And you've still got some tape on your skin to keep things nice and smooth.
Honestly, I'm hoping Tammy sees a new person in that mirror. She's put all this work in to lose all this damn weight.
Y'all, Tammy Slaton just pulled off the most shocking comeback reality TV has ever seen. Over 500 pounds gone, 15 pounds of excess skin cut off. And now she's out here posting selfies, and honestly, she doesn't even look like the same person. But this isn't just about weight loss. This is survival. Near-death scares, brutal rehab, emotional breakdowns. Tammy went through it all and somehow came out stronger. Think you've seen the full story? Not even close. Just a few years ago, Tammy weighed 723 pounds. She couldn't walk on her own, needed oxygen 24/7, and was constantly in and out of hospitals. Her doctor, Eric Smith, wasn't sugarcoating anything either. He told her straight up, "Tammy, you have real risks." And then everything came crashing down. Tammy ended up in the ICU again, but this time it was different. She couldn't breathe on her own. They had to put her in a medically induced coma. That moment, that was rock bottom. But the crazy thing is, it also became the start of something else. Rehab Tammy checked into a weight loss facility, and in there, something finally clicked. It wasn't just 10 or 20 pounds. She lost over 300 pounds while still inside the program. That kind of progress doesn't happen unless you're fighting hard, and that's exactly what she did. By 2023, after 6 years of trying, Tammy was finally cleared for bariatric surgery, a massive milestone. But the journey wasn't over. See, after that kind of weight loss, the loose skin, it's intense. Tammy had about 15 pounds of extra skin taken off her chin, arms, and stomach. That stuff was weighing her down literally and emotionally. And yeah, it wasn't just about appearance. That kind of loose skin hurts. It pulls, it rubs, and it messes with your head too. Then boom, Tammy drops a photo on Instagram in black shapewear, glowing skin, peace sign, totally new vibe. But here's the thing, the physical changes, only part of the story. Tammy lost her husband, Caleb, a few years ago. That could have sent her spiraling again, but she stayed strong. She later came out as pansexual and revealed she was engaged to Andrea Dalton, the woman she'd secretly been with for 3 years. That's emotional growth. That's healing. That's learning how to live instead of just surviving. And now she's walking, smiling, traveling, and wearing clothes that fit her body instead of hiding it. She's still recovering from surgery, but she's never looked more confident. There are rumors of a solo spinoff coming. And if that happens, honestly, she earned it. The world wrote her off. She didn't just prove them wrong, she proved herself right. Tammy's story isn't about becoming a different person. It's about finally becoming the person she's always wanted to be. Now I gotta ask, did any of y'all actually think she'd make it this far? Be honest, drop your reaction in the comments. Where do you think Tammy goes from here? Let me know, I'll be reading everything.
Hotboi's courtroom moment did not go as planned, because instead of walking out with hope, the judge gave him a sentence that could change his life forever. After years of dodging serious time, this latest arrest might be the one that finally sticks. And what triggered it all was a school, and a betrayal from someone who's supposed to have his back. Let's get right into it. It all started earlier in the month when Hotboii was arrested in Doral, Florida, at around 3:40 in the morning, when police say he was seen jumping fences on school property with a firearm in hand. Surveillance showed him tossing a black bag over the fence, and inside, they recovered a loaded Glock. As a convicted felon already on probation, this was a huge violation. And the worst part is, his young son was with him. But the story behind the arrest makes it even more complicated. Hotboi's lawyer said he was only trying to protect his child. Allegedly, his baby mama, Asia Monroe, had posted his location online while he was spending time with their son. Not long after, 2 masked men tried to break into his house. Scared for his son's safety, Hotboii grabbed his weapon and ran, only to get caught on school grounds moments later. Now, in court, his lawyer argued that Hotboii wasn't out to commit a crime. He was just being a father trying to protect his kid. But judges don't usually look at intentions, they look at facts. And for the court, this was a repeat offender, caught with a gun on school property during probation. There was very little sympathy in that courtroom. This arrest came less than a year after Hotboii was released from jail in September 2024, when he walked free after serving time for RICO charges tied to alleged gang activity in Orlando. Prosecutors had once accused accused him of leading the 438 gang, connecting him to shootings and even unaliving cases. But thanks to a plea deal, he beat the RICO case, pleaded guilty to a smaller charge, and got 5 years of probation. At the time, it looked like he was turning things around. He dropped music, reconnected with fans, and started rebuilding his life. That's what makes this recent arrest so painful, because everyone saw potential in Hotboii, and he had signed with big record labels, gone platinum, and worked with major artists like Future and Lil Baby. But no matter how far he got, the streets kept pulling him back. Some fans say he got caught up in a bad situation, while others say he should have known better. But one thing everybody agrees on is that being set up by someone close to you, especially the mother of your child, is next-level betrayal. This person wrote, allegedly dropping your baby daddy's location to their enemies while he has his kid with him is next-level stupid. She doesn't deserve that child. And someone else even highlighted the fact that maybe she wanted to get rid of them both, which is horrifying but true, because who knows what would have happened if Hotboii didn't run. Now, Hotboii faces serious time, and with a kid and a career on the line, this might be the moment that either breaks him or wakes him up. Because even though this arrest started with a father's instinct to protect his child, it could end with a sentence that takes him away from that child for years. And now, he might lose it all, not because he gave up, but because one wrong move caught up to him at the worst possible time and might cost him everything he worked so hard to build.